Hey guys, welcome back to another reading over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for all you guys born in the year of the pig, and we'll see what cards we've got for you. So let's just shuffle these up. We're going to pick three, and we're going to see what they have to say in regards to compatibility and things that are going on with you guys. Let's just shuffle them up. We'll leave it there, I think. We'll take that one from the bottom. We'll take that one from the middle. We'll take that one from the top. What have we got? We've got a white, black, white. Okay, that's quite good. Nice and mixed. But as I've tried to remind everybody this week, white doesn't always mean all right. Black doesn't always mean attack. It's just white. It could be worse. Things are going relatively good. Black could be better. Things aren't as great, but it's all about the compatibility. We're going to turn it straight on over. We've got that white dog coming into play there, and I think really it's about being helpful at the moment. You've had to be helpful. You've had to be, I don't know, sort of dedicated to a Samaritan like sort of approach. Charitable maybe. You've had to basically, or you haven't had to, but you've chosen to, or you've been involved in helping people out, being that volunteer, being the good Samaritan, and that's good. That's good. It's good that you've, managed to get stuff done, even if you feel like it hasn't been a lot, like you haven't really done much. The little things that you have done have proven their worth. They have meant a lot. Even if it was just a case of holding the door open for somebody, that's something. And yeah, it's always good to be that sort of bigger person, the good person, that sort of patient person with the manners and the positive attitude towards life. And I think that's how you're feeling right now. You're feeling quite positive. Life is agreeable for you at the moment, which is good. This is good. You are living your day-to-day life in moderation. You are having, I suppose, not an easy time of it, but there's not an overly massive challenge for you at the moment. I think right now, your lifestyle, how you live, your values, your ethics, or your sort of just overall the way that you are. I think all of this stuff is building up into a position where you're going to be seen as quite high at the end of the table, like not on a pedestal, but it doesn't go unnoticed how helpful you are or how dedicated you are and how charitable you are. It's not gone unnoticed. You've been noticed, and people respect this. They do respect this, and they do enjoy having you around because you are a social person. You're bubbly, you're happy, you're relatively positive, and as I say, there's a good reason for you to be happy at the moment, for whatever reason that is. You know what reason that is. You do, and because you're in a good mood, because you're having pleasure in life at the moment and things are going well, it makes it easy for you to be, I suppose, that nice person and a good Samaritan towards others. I mean, we've got this black cloud hanging over us here, which is that black snake, which is actually your opposite. And it's also a karmic card. So we've got that negative karmic card there from the snake, and it's also your opposite. If you want to know more about the conflict cards, like yourself and the snake, or the karmic cards, which are the dragon and the snake, then hit that subscribe button, because we're going to be doing videos on that in the future. However, I feel like with the idea of charitable work or being there to help other people, just be aware that some strangers or some people, they may not necessarily be as grateful as you would expect them to be. And not everybody is grateful for help, especially if they haven't asked for it. So, you have to bear in mind that there are some people out there that they basically just don't respond well to people trying to help them, I suppose, or trying to be there for them. And with that in mind, you've got to understand that no matter how much you kind of try to be there for them or try to help them out, they're not going to receive it or respond to it in the ways that you would expect. And that's okay. That's okay. You can do your part, move on, and basically have your head held high that you did try and you had the right intentions. And I think with your intentions being as pure as they are, I think you'll be okay. I do think that potentially you're holding on to something that you shouldn't be. Potentially it's time for you now to change your perspective on a few things and just sort of, I don't know, make some changes in your life, make some differences that are beneficial for you. I think right now you're skeptical about things and you're skeptical about where things are going. This might have something to do with the fact that things are going okay right now. Potentially things are going good, and this has made you skeptical and thought, well, actually, how long's this gonna last? Is it going to be something that's just going to basically fall or fall apart in the future? Maybe you're just a little bit cautious and worried about it, and you're holding on to that. Don't let that thought process drag you down too much. The snake is a negative thinker. They are of the negative variety as a sign, but they're also a thinker card in the thinker triangle. So they are going to be thinking more on what could go wrong. What is the worst case scenario? What is the worst thing that could happen? I need to prepare for that. And maybe that's the mindset that you've got. But you shouldn't necessarily be concentrating too much on the stuff that could go wrong. Rather, concentrate on all the stuff that is going right and all the stuff that is actually working out for you. Because there is stuff there. If you were to look around, I'm sure you'll be able to see it, and I'm sure you'd agree. We got that rooster card jumping in there. That's another thinking card. So that's in the same triangle as the snake there. Not too bad as thinking cards go. It's a bit, I don't know, I suppose, boisterous, brash, brazen, loud, a bit too, I don't know, what's the word? I want to say over the top, but I don't think that is really the right word. Roosters are quite over the top, and as thinkers go, that they will overthink in a perfectionist kind of manner. I'm not saying that that's what you should be doing, but I'm just thinking that don't leave any stones unturned. Make sure you're keeping your eye out for the little details. Make sure that you are not criticizing yourself where you're punishing yourself or putting yourself down, but definitely criticize yourself in a way that inspires progress or a better way of doing it, or learning the lesson, or doing something better. Don't criticize yourself and put yourself down just for the sake of it. But if it's a case of, oh, actually, you could have done this better, or I could have done this better, I should do that better, and I will do that better. You can take that, though. I think you can take constructive criticism, and you can definitely take it more from yourself. You've just got to be willing enough to look at it and say, well, actually, okay, this is on me. I need to make this. You basically need to make that decision to say, I want to do the best possible job. So therefore, I have to admit that I haven't been the best. And by admitting that, will inspire you to do better. And inspiring you to do better, you will do better than you did before. Therefore, your intentions will be there to do better than your best. I know it sounds silly, but is your best actually your best? If you intend it, then your intentions are that. So even if you feel like just opening the door for somebody isn't exactly the best charitable work that you could have done this week, if your intentions were there and they were pure and they were the best intentions that you had, then yeah, don't put yourself down. Like I say, don't criticize yourself in that way. You're doing good. You're doing fine. Just keep plodding along. Lots to think about, lots of challenges to consider, but overall, you're a boar person. Challenges, they may never come. They may never happen. Worrying just means you suffer twice. So you may as well just live for today, be happy, and yeah, experience the best you can from life, in that positive place that you're in. But we'll find out next week if it remains that way when we come back and do another pig reading for you guys next Saturday. Tomorrow we won't be back because it's Sunday, but we will be back on Monday to do a reading for the rat and the ox people. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.